I am toxic masculinity. I know. To be honest, at first, I was a little shocked myself, but with time and processing, I realized it's true. Some of you will say, I knew it. This whole time, I knew it. I'm just glad you're finally admitting it, you pig. Others will say, Brandon, you can't be. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to save us in this godforsaken community. But it is true. And I'm here to admit my issues. I'm not even going to deny it. Gin 555E has called a spade, and it is time we give a round of applause. Brandon reviews. You're toxic masculinity embodied, and you don't even know it. You know? I think you're right. First, I wanted to push back against it, but then I said, you know what? You're right. And let's just really... This is the post that I got the comment on. If you live in the USA, do you have legal access to Medalist Season 2? I'm seeing reports it's not appearing on Disney or Hulu for Americans. Keep in mind, Medalist is an anime about truly the most wholesome show, mind you, about teaching young up-and-coming figure skaters how to skate and achieving their dreams. Thinking about this, right? That I don't want to be one of those people who just says, I'm not racist because I have a black friend, right? It's true. If I was to just say I'm not toxic masculinity because I watch a figure skating anime, that's not enough, right? Sure, half the time, probably 60% of the time, I don't come up here licking the screen because of hot anime titties. In fact, I'm half the time doing it because of the men on screen. But that doesn't defend me. No, I don't ban people who are sexist, homophobic, racist. No, I let that run. It is the Wild West in my comment section. It's true. My swamp, that is my comment section, is an unmonitored Wild West. It's true. It's true. I don't cover more LGBT anime than most creators. And when I do, I surely don't, treat it as if it's any other romance anime, and I don't make it a thing. And if I did, I wouldn't target the fact that a lot of these shows that don't treat it like a natural romance and more of a fetish-sized thing is an issue. No, I wouldn't do that either. It is true, I am the embodiment of toxic masculinity. I'm actually appreciative, the first step to recovery is admitting you have a mistake. So because of this, I need to now drop the act. Unfiltered Brandon, here we come. This was a brilliant comment because from time to time, you might post on YouTube and you'll be like, why the fuck did this comment go on this? From time to time, like I'll get a comment, I'll be like, bro, are you on the wrong video? And they'll be like, the fuck, I didn't post it on this video. Sometimes they're on a different channel. So it's entirely possible this may not have been the right place for this. Maybe it was a 100 girlfriends video. Maybe it was a Mushoku Tensei video. I don't fucking know. But here's the thing about good old Brandon, right? Good old Brandon. I may have an edgy sense of humor, but do you actually think, deadass, do you actually think that the people who are unironically homophobic and sexist, and the guy who literally in a Mushoku Tensei video will say, hey, all the things that people hype Rudy for, that, if Eris was to do the same thing to Rudy, they'd be calling her a dumb slut and how stupid that is? Yeah, no, I don't do that, no. Once in a blue moon, I'd say, I don't know, I'm going to start keeping track. I'm going to count from this comment onwards, and the next time I make one of these old farming videos, I'll tell you how many it is. But I have to imagine it's about 150. 100 to a 150. It's in that range. Where I'll finally see a comment and I'll be like, huh, that's actually unique. I'm actually impressed by that comment, like a little, damn, that's a first. I've been on YouTube a long time, and that is truly a first. I've had plenty of comments being on the completely opposite end. I'm too much of a pussy. How could you, defend this gay slop? All this stuff, right? And I purposely frame videos in certain comments in a certain way to expose the worst sides of humanity, so I can do the old block. It's my swamp, right? I'm going to clean up my swamp the way I want. The swamp is open for everyone to come. But if you, anything negative to my swamp, the executioner's block for you. And imagining this comment actually was on a medalist, like purposely, like, yeah, I saw someone, me just wanting to know, because at the time of medalist airing, it wasn't being released for Americans, and I thought that was like just disrespectful. I'm not in America, mind you. It's just like, man, that really sucks for Americans. You know what's funny? The last time I've even had a similar comment, and it was on the opposite end. I think it might have been on Disney Twisted Wonderland, which was an anime that was about Disney properties and Disney villains, but it was a unique take on them, right? And it was from this woman, and it was something along the lines of, you know, it's really nice seeing a guy be willing to talk about a show that's targeted towards women and actually go into it with an open mind. Subscribe. It was something like that. It's like 70 to 80% close to that comment. I remember it well because I was like, hey, it's a really nice comment. And then finally we get the opposite end. The only way it's better is when you get something like this and it's followed by like a great comment. It's just the yin and yang. But yes, if you want to assume I'm toxic masculinity, I'm okay with that. Mainly because you're banned from the swamp anyway. But honestly, if you see this video again, thank you. I genuinely mean this. Thank you. I don't remember the last time I've seen such a unique hate comment, and I think you honestly deserve a round of applause. Now, granted, this is probably the most attention anyone's probably given you in God knows how long, but I want to say thank you. That was brilliant. But yes, as I talk about Yuri and Yaoi, I mean, anyone remember the Summer Hikaru died? The romance about two boys? It was a horror anime, but like, we had straight up conversations about bottoms and tops on this channel. like what? Listen, guys, I don't care if it's man, I don't care if it's woman, I don't care if it's non-binary, trans, or other. If someone's hot, they're hot. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hype them up regardless. Because on one hand, it will just make people feel accepted no matter who they are. But also, if it bothers them, it helps expose people I don't want in my community anyway. Yes, it's true. I will put a redo of Healer thumbnail on a thumbnail. But do you think that actually represents my worldview? Like, come on, guys. Anyway, brilliant. In the spirit of this comment, though, please let me know your favorite A.H. Brandon toxic masculinity moment down in the comment section. I'd really love to know them because, I shit, you know, that might be comment of the year. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch some anime. Patreon for live reactions for more toxic masculinity. See ya.